Hello students. In this lecture we will see about C variables, its declaration, initialization and some more tokens of C. First, variable in C. Variable is nothing but user defined token in C, right? That is for storing the data. We need variables, right? Now, as we have seen in the last lecture about valid variables, right? Valid variables can be named as A to Z, capital A to Z, right? And A, B, D, C, C, sum, Jane, right? Rohan 1, 2, 3, right? Any of such names can be given to the variable. Now we will see about variable declaration, right? We will see the syntax, data type and variable, then semicolon. This is the syntax for a variable. That is, for example, int x semicolon, int abc semicolon, float xy semicolon, char z semicolon, right? This is nothing but the declaration of a variable. Next, we will see the variable initialization. Initialization means assigning some value to the variable, right? So here is the syntax for assigning the value. Int x equals to 20 semicolon, int y equals to some value semicolon. So these are nothing but the x and y here are variables, right, of type integer, and value assigned to these variables are 20 and 242 respect, right? Now, so this is done step by step, right? Int x semicolon is the first statement. Semicolon is used after every statement for the termination, to terminate that statement. Int y equals to 20 semicolon, int z1 equals to 4 semicolon, float abb semicolon, abb equals to 33.5 semicolon. So initialization and declaration can be done in a single line also, and the initialization declaration of a variable can be done in two different steps. That is, the first the declaration can be done and then the initialization can be, or both the things in the same, right? Now here, as we said in the before lecture, that int holds 2 bytes, right? That is, it takes 2 bytes of memory, right? The same way char takes 1 byte, right? And char is used for storing string data, string type of data, right? So here now, if I want to store student name in a variable, then what I have to do? Char s name is a variable, semicolon, s name equals to, in double quotes, Hari semicolon, right? But what happens here, as char is taking only 1 byte of data, 1 byte of memory for the data. So here, so if I print sname, what will happen? Output will be only h. Why? Because char is taking only 1 byte. So it will print only, it will store only h in that sname. In sname variable, only h will be stored. So to store the whole string, we have to give some size to the character variable. So how it can be given? Char sname square bracket and then size semicolon, like, right? That is, now what it will do? It will make an array of that sname variable of size 10. So now here in this sname we can store a whole complete string will be stored in that sname variable, and after printing the variable, the whole complete string will be printed, right? Because it is making the storage for 10 element, right? Now next is comments in C, right? Here single line comment we use 2 backslash for single line, and for multi-line comment we use 1 backslash star and comment, and again it will be closed with the star and the right. So these are the two different types of comments in C. Comment is nothing but a statement which is given in our C program and it is not executed by the compiler. It is just for the understanding of the user or the programmer. And comment can be written anywhere in the program. Right. Next is we will see about escape C. Escape sequence are some special characters which are inbuilt in C compiler for some special purpose, like \n is a special escape sequence for moving the cursor to the new line. One more we have /t for providing tab to the line. And likewise, there are some number of escape sequences and they have their own special purpose and they are inbuilt in the C. Right. Next is, now we have seen about variables, comments, right? Now we will see how we are going to use different operators in. That is, what is the purpose of operators. Now the name itself says that operators are nothing but used for some task, right? To perform some process, right? Now here we have arithmetic operator, that is for addition, subtraction, right? For mathematical calculations we need arithmetic operators, right? Plus, minus, right, for the subtraction, star, asterisk for the multiplication, divide for the division purpose, and modulo, that is to find the remainder. Right. Now here we will see some examples. A is a variable, int A, comma B, semicolon, right? Int C, semicolon. C is equal to A plus B can be, right? Like C is equal to A minus B. C is equal to A into B, that is multiplied with B. C is equal to A divided by B. Here after division output will be the question. C is equals to A mod B. Here after division output will be the remainder. Okay. For example, A is equals to 10, B is equal to 5, semicolon. Here A divided by B will give you the output as 2, but A mod B will give you the output as 0. That is the remainder. Remainder is the output for modulo operator, right? So these are nothing but the arithmetic operators. Next is, as we have seen, some value is being assigned, right? Some value is assigned to the variable. How it is assigned? How? With the help of equal to, right? Equals to. So what is this? This is nothing but our second operator, that is assignment operator. Right, here equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to, multiply equals to, divide equals to, modulo equals to. These are the different assignment operators. That is, with the help of these operators we are assigning the value to a variable. Now what is plus, minus, multiply, divide, modulo? These are the arithmetic operators. So on these arithmetic operators also we can use this assignment operator. That is, for example, we will see int A equals to 22, semicolon. So here A plus equals to 3, semicolon. Now here what does it mean? This plus equals to means like this. A is equal to A plus 3, semicolon. Right. That is the expansion for plus equals to is A is equal to A plus 3. That is, whatever is the operand, in that operand we are adding that value, right? So equals to is the assignment operator. Now what we are doing here, the right side data is executed and stored in the left side, right? You always remember that right side data is executed and stored in the left side. That is, A is equals to A plus 10. So what is happening here? If value of A is 20, then 20 plus 10, it becomes 30, and that 30 value is stored in variable A, right? That is A is equal to A plus 10 semicolon. So this is left hand side equals to right hand side. So what is happening? RHS is executed and stored in L, right? So this is the use of assignment, right? Next is third one, the conditional, right? It is question mark and is to is the condition. That is, condition is given, question mark, expression 1 colon expression 2 semicolon. That is, whatever is the condition, for example A is greater than B will be your condition, question mark, then A colon semicolon. Now here what happens is, if the condition is true, then expression 1 will be executed, and if the given condition is false, then expression 2 is by the right. Next is relational, right? So in the above conditional operator, we have written as A is greater than B, right? So we said it as a condition. So how we are writing, how we are assigning that condition, that is A is greater than B. So we are showing some relation, right, between two different operators, right? That is A is greater than B, A is less than B, right? So greater than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, that is, this is the comparison of, means for comparing the values, not equals to, right? So these are the operator, relational operators in C. Next is the logical operator. Here logical operators are nothing but the type of conditional operator, right? That is how the condition is being given. We have and, or, these are the different logical operators. Condition 1, this is the logical and operator. Condition 2. So here the use of logical operators is, we can give two condition or more than two condition at a same time, and the rule for this logical and is, if all the given conditions are true, then only compiler will return true, or else for any other it will return false, right? Like condition 1 is true and condition 2 is true, then compiler will give you, if condition 1 is false, logical and condition 2 is true, then it will return false. Either any one condition is false, then the compiler will return false for the and logic, and if both the conditions are false, then also it will return false. Only when all the conditions are true, then only the compiler will return true, right? For logical or, that is this op. Here condition 1 logical or condition 2, if either any one condition is true, compiler will return true, that is this thing. Condition 1 true, logical or condition 2 is true, then the compiler will return true. Condition 1 is false, logical or condition 2 is true, then the compiler will return true. If both the condition or all, if all the given conditions are false, then only logical or will return false. Right. Now, next is the increment and decrement operator. Increment and decrement operator. Here, by seeing that name, we can understand a bit that increment is nothing but for increasing the value, right? Decrement for decreasing the value, right? Plus plus and minus minus. These are the operators for increment and decrement. Now here int a is equals to 2 semicolon, a plus plus means it will increment the value of A by 1. Value of A is increased by int B equals to 20, semicolon. B minus value of B is decreased by, that is, A becomes 3 and B becomes 20, right? The value is decreased by 1 for A, increased for A by 1, that is, it becomes 3, and the value for B becomes 21, that is, from 22 it is decreased to 1, becomes 20. Now, in increment and decrement operators, we have pre-increment, pre-decrement, post-increment and post-decrement. Now, first we will see what is pre-increment and post. Here, int A equals to 20, semicolon. Now, A plus plus A plus plus A plus plus A. Then, so here, this is the operation. Here, what is happening in the compiler and what is printing on the screen. That is, what is happening at the compiler part and what is happening on the output screen. So this is based on the increment and decrement, that is pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement and post-decrement operator. So here A plus plus. When we are printing this A plus plus, as we said that plus plus means incrementing by 1. So 1 is added. So at the compiler part, what happens is the value of A becomes 21, right? Because it is incremented. Now for printing on screen, as we are getting A first and then the plus plus sign. So what happens at the on the screen is it will get 20, right? Now we are printing A. So A in the compiler is 21 as it has been changed. So here it will be given as 20. Now on the screen the same, it will be given as 20. Now plus plus A means what? That is, we are incrementing the value again by 1. So at the compiler part it will becomes 22. And while printing, first we are getting the plus plus here, right? Plus plus is getting first, is written first. That is the pre. So for printing also pre-increment is printed. That is, it will print 22 the value. Now here A plus plus, that is again incremented 22 and then again, but here first A, we are getting A for the printing. So what it will print? It will print 20, right? Next plus plus, first we are getting plus plus means at the compiler part it becomes 24, but for printing it will be printed as 20 because plus plus is there, right? Now 24 at the compiler part and again 24 at the screen. Now same thing with the pre-decrement and post-decrement, right? Now int B equals to 35, semicolon, right? Here we will be performing the pre-decrement and post-decrement operator on B way. Now print B, right? Printing. Next print B minus minus, right? Next print minus minus. Next print B. Next again print B minus. Next again print minus minus, like this, right? So what is happening here? These are the operations, right? Next this is at the compiler part and next this is at the on the screen. So here what is happening? B means it will print 35, it will store 35 in the compiler and it will print 35 on the screen. Now B minus minus, that is we are decrementing the value of B by 1. B minus minus, so at the compiler it becomes 34 and at the printing time, after this print operation, here after the round bracket, what we are getting? We are getting B. The compiler see this B and it will print the value of B, that is 35, as minus minus is after B, right? So it will print 35 and next here minus minus is seen first, right? In the print state. Minus minus B means already the value of B is 34, so it will become 33 in the compiler, right? But For printing on the screen, first we are getting here minus minus. So it will print, right? Next B. So the value is 33. And again for printing also the same thing. Next B minus minus. That is first B minus minus means one value is decremented. It will become 32 in the compiler. But for printing, after this round bracket of print function, we are seeing this B. So when the compiler comes across that B variable, then it will print 33, not 30, right? Next is B minus minus. The value is decremented to 1, and here after print we are getting minus minus. So for that purpose it will print 30, right? So these are nothing but the different operators in C language. Right. So till now what we have done, we are clear with the topics of what is variable, right? Its declaration and initialization, right? Next, what are the comments? Right. Next, what are the operators, types of operators and their use, right? And also about the special characters, that is escape sequence, right? Now in the next lecture we will be seeing about the main function and different inbuilt functions, the syntax for printf, scanf function, and how we are going to create a C program and how we are going to use these different inbuilt printf, scanf functions, and how we are going to save and execute the C program, right? All these topics we will be seeing in our next video. Thank you, and students, please go through this whole video and write down the notes, prepare the notes for C programming language so that it will become easy for you to write your C examination and even for the interview purpose, right? Thank you, and please share and subscribe the channel.